just scraping along the edge here, and look what just popped out. That's a biggins. Nice. I'm growing to love the marbles. Schneckies. It's a baby hand, arm. Well, on account of our country's Independence Day being Sunday, I'm going to keep this one. It's got a very similar design, Americana design with the stars and the stripes. I like. I always like to find a first, and in the 20 years I've been mudlarking and metal detecting, I've never found a thimble. Believe it or not, they're very common to find, and this is my first one. Although it doesn't feel metal, I don't really know what that feels like. That is my first thimble. Huh. Almost feels bonish. Just pulled this pretty milk glass out. It's got a lot of great color to it. You can almost see through it. I'm gonna say this is a little bit more on the older side. Isn't that the greatest sound? She's buried in there somewhere. One more time. 3 objects in the basket. First was a buckle, then it was a weedy, and there might be another weedy. Let's see. A little higher, in the 25, 26, 27 range. Where are you? Ah, yeah, 3 in 1. Got a nice little religious medallion there. See, objects tend to stay together and pull up. It's a nice piece, it's brass. Check one more time. That's it.
this find because it tells a little bit of a story of what might be around. And my brother's big on this. It's unusual to get a full bottle and not break it when you go digging for it, but this came up in the scoop. Look at the size of that. My brother's gonna have to give me the specs on it. It's a twist off, so I don't know how old it is. And then we find these things a bunch of times. I think Maddie knows what that is. I don't know what it is. It comes up as a low tone, almost like a gold signal. Let's see if there's a precursor to anything more here. Well, there wasn't anything in the last spot, but here we go again with some good signs. We're going to stick to this spot. This was just one scoop, so I got a little trash deposit spoon. Nice little bottle top, like a cork top, and typical stud or nail, whatever. So we'll try this spot.
Interesting piece of footwear right there. That I think is a clam. But look at this guy peeking his way out. Just enough erosion to get this guy visible. Nice. Okay. Look at what I got over here. You always look at these hills, especially when there's a wash. Don't touch that yet. Doesn't look like much, does it?
Yeah.
But there's some fancy on it, and it looks, I don't know what that is. Oh, be careful, could be sharp. No, don't worry, put it with your hands. That is something. I don't know what that is.
Can I put it in the water?
Yeah, let's see. I really don't know what that is, but it is very cool looking. No! There's a rock. Knucklehead. You see those holes there? Birds live in there. Don't stick your hand in there, they'll pull you right in.
No, they won't.
Well, they might. Okay, come on, let's look further up. Okay, hold it up. All right, that, I mean, I'm no bone expert, that's for sure, but I know anatomy. That looks a lot like, this section looks like a vertebrae, and that looks like a rib. I'm not sure what that is. Huh. You want to eat it?
What?
You want to eat it?
Sure.
What is this? Wow.
It's just scary.
That's serious. It's washed up and someone stood it up. Strange shot. Don't move a muscle. Keep your pink little booties away, little girl. Let a trained professional deal with this. Wow. Right, it's not old, but straight from IKEA. That is a blade.
Break that?
No. Yeah, a lot of sounds coming out of this place this morning. I also flipped up this really old bottle. This is one we'd want to find intact. That's a great one. Here's one of the sections I scraped up to try and see if there was a deeper level of older bottles. And one of the piles today, I can start to see some things popping out, but that might be a little key. And it is, I think it's intact. It's just a short key. Not super old, but fun enough to find. Okay, so I got some good color coming out of here. If you can see it, there's definitely a marble there. And that might be a red bead there. But let me tell you about this marble. This will be the third time I'm finding it. I've dropped it twice already. I'm not sure how it's falling out of my pocket. No other marbles have done that. So I'm going to consider this a very special marble because I'm meant to have it. And this is the third time I'm finding it. Right, I gotta hold on to this one. And not so far to the left, due west, I think there's a nice red bead. Yeah, look at that guy. It's not completely uniform. That's an interesting bead. I'm gonna say that's an older one. You can just see how much is coming out of this place. I can stop in one spot and stare for about 10 minutes and then all of a sudden see something pop up. This didn't take that long. This was right in front of my face. It looks like a nice old lock. Look how cool that is, number 4. It has some great, great color to it. See, something like this, I'll get the rust off of it, but I'm not gonna clean that up at all. I like the red and the gold coming through, even some green. It's gonna stay as it lays. Just want to give you a little idea of the surroundings. The water is coming in very slowly, but it's an outgoing tide, so this will get lower. Temperature is about 72. The sun's poking in and out. And I think I realize why I speak so calmly in here. I use this whole event as a stress management time period. And it is as stress relieving as it gets down here. I mean, it's not. My heart rate's probably at about 50 right now. This is stress management. This is what we need. Yeah. What's that? Feels like glass. Just spotted this guy. And again, you know how I like my minis. Look at this guy. US patented 192185, number 2. Look at the cap on it. Look at the cool design on top. This one's what I call shelf ready. Nice. I wonder if that little bit of liquid in there smells still. I think this is a perfume sample. I can pull this off with one hand. Oh, it does smell. I'm not lying to you. It smells like my grandmother's perfume. It's a great piece. Nice white. I'm digging this little section out to see what's down about an inch. And what this is, as I'm scanning, that's interesting. See, a couple of things are starting to pop out right now. As I'm scanning, I see this shape right here, and I believe that's going to be a nice mini cork top, maybe amber, or maybe clear. I don't see any embossing on it. I don't get a lot of minis here with embossing. You know, I'm looking for that elusive poison bottle also, which I have not found out of here yet, but this is a good one. I like those small cork tops. And whatever else this was. I'm only pulling this one because it's got an interesting top to it, and it's got a lot on it. So that's one that I think might be interesting, and it feels like there's some embossing there. I'll bring that one home with me. Whenever I scrape, I do tend to pull up at least one cool thing. And I just pulled a door handle off that I'll show a picture of later, but this is a great little mason jar mini lid glass in perfect shape. I just knew I had to bag a marble this trip. Here's something nice and red over here. That's not it, it's just a piece of glass. Look at this guy sticking out. Just waiting to be plucked. That's a great color, fantastic. I walked right past this again, never saw it. Second time around. Nice milk glass coming out. Look at that pretty thing. I think we got another big milk and magnesia bottle coming out. Right here. Be careful what I kneel down onto. There we go. You never know what's going to be holding these guys in. I see the nice color. She might be getting loose already. Get this piece out of here. What's that right there? Clamshell. Oh, no, she's in there pretty hard. All right, gonna dig around it a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna show you the other end of this because I need two hands. All right, that sat back pretty deep. It was bigger than I thought. I don't see any embossing on it, but that's a nice size cobalt blue. And an M on the bottom, which I'm gonna think might be milk and magnesia. Not really sure. No embossing, but a great color and a nice size. And this appears to be the section of an old ruler, maybe. This is wood right here, his brass. That was kind of a hinge for a second piece of a ruler that might have been on this side. No design. Yeah, the detector just salvaged this piece out of here, which I never would have seen because I had to dig a little bit for it. And it looks like it's a spoon. stuff in that section of the wall. Not so sure what's on it, but it looks cool. Yeah, look at that. Might have been silver plated. Oh, we got some initials on there. Look at that. That's cool. I just wiped it off. Now you don't see it as much. There's the dirt. It might be a BMJA 19. There might even be a date underneath. No, that's gonna be something to clean up. So you could leave a comment in my comment section on how excited you get if you find a piece of metal like this. Now it really came up high signal. It looks like it's just lead. It was closed over. I already opened it up, so I'm kind of replaying this for you. But I saw something on the edge, just a little bit of decor. Now again, I have no idea what this is, but as I opened it up, there's a whole scene going on here. See the flowers here? Almost looks like this would be a building in there and more flowers down here. I have no idea what this is. I wish the rest of it was here, but I would not have seen that if I didn't open up this piece of lead. Look at how cool that is. Another interesting piece. It's brass, maybe copper. I think actually it's copper. There's not enough yellow in it for brass. It starts off saying Ray something. It's either from a car or maybe a refrigerator or an ice box. I've seen that signature before. It's very familiar to me, but I can't place it. Each day I get 1 or 2 marbles that drop overnight and land right on top. Thanks. Oh, look at that. Great color. I'd probably say that for every marble I find. But that's got great color to it.